सफर अभी बाकी है, ये जिस्म भी तो है हम सफर है। जरा थकान को आराम दो, ये बस उम्र का असर है। दवा भी रख लेना झोले में, दुआ भी सलीके से। हर रास्ता मंजिल बनेगा अगर सेहत का हुनर है।
32 countries, 6 continents, 49 years on one product. And you know what the most common question we get is, योगी जी आप लोग इतने टाइम से सफर कर रहे हो, क्या करते हो अगर कुछ मेडिकली हो जाता है तो? Well friends, today we answer that completely, honestly and with everything we have learned the hard way.
Because let's be real, we have had a food poisoning incident in Vietnam, a blood pressure spike in Peru, and a suspected DVT scar on a 14-hour flight.
And we are still here, still riding, still smiling.
So if you are 60 plus, 70 plus, or if you have parents who love to travel, this video is our complete health playbook.
Stay till the end because we are sharing our actual 10-point free trip checklist. No fluff and field tested.
Let me show you exactly what is in our travel medicine bag. Every single time, no exceptions.
First,
Your regular prescriptions, whatever you take at home, you carry double the supply when you travel internationally because flights get cancelled, bags get lost, countries don't carry your specific salt.
and always carry medicines in your hand, luggage, not in the checked-in bag.
Second, your medicines stay in the original packaging with the label intact because at customs in some countries, an unlabeled tablet is a controlled substance until proven otherwise.
We have seen travelers stop at German customs because they have had loose pills in a Ziploc bag. Don't do that.
Third, get a doctor's letter, one page on letterhead, listing every medicine you carry, its generic name, dosage and why you take it in English. Keep 2 printed copies and one on your phone.
Yes. Now, for our standard travel kit, beyond our regular medicines, ORS sachet, dehydration is the number one enemy of elderly travelers. Loperamide, that is Imodium, for travelers for diarrhea. Antacid tablets, because street food is irresistible. Paracetamol 500 mg, fever, headache, basic pain, antibiotic strip, azithromycin are prescribed by our doctor for emergencies. Antihistamine, that is cetirizine, for any allergy, insect bites, unknown reactions. BP monitoring device, small, digital, pocket friendly. Pulse oximeter, tiny clip, gives blood oxygen level in 10 seconds. Compression stockings for every long haul flight, aspirin 75 mg. Our cardiologist prescribed this specifically for us.
And one more thing most people forget, an updated ECG printout from your doctor. If you have any heart history, travel with your latest ECG. Doctors anywhere in the world understand it without a single word of translation.
Now let's talk about what actually happens when you travel at our age. We'll go from the most common health issues to the ones that really surprised us. Issue number 1. Travelers, diarrhea and food poisoning.
We call it Montezuma revenge. But honestly, we have met it in every continent. Southeast Asia hit us hardest, Vietnam specifically.
The rule is simple. Boil it, cook it, pin it or forget it. Street water, never ice in drinks. Ask if it is from mineral water.
Keep ORS in your first line of defense. Within 4 hours of symptoms starting, start ORS. Diarrhea dehydrates an elderly person at least twice as fast as young person. Electrolyte balance is critical.
If it does not resolve in 24 hours or there is blood, straight to a doctor. Don't try to tough it out.
Blood pressure spikes. Issue number 2. Peru high altitude. We have driven from Lima towards Cusco, 3,400 meters above sea level. Yogi's BP shoot up to 160/100.
I don't feel unwell. That's the year. High BP is often silent.
That's why we travel with our BP machine every morning before we start the day. 2 minutes, read it and record it.
If it spikes by more than 20 points above your baseline, rest that day. No sightseeing, no riding, just rest, hydrate, and if it doesn't come down in 2 hours, find a doctor.
Also, altitude above 2,500 meters affects blood pressure in elderly travelers significantly. Always acclimatize for 24 to 48 hours before doing anything strenuous and altitude.
Issue number 3, deep vein thrombosis, that is DVT on long flights. This one is the silent killer of long haul travelers, and at our age, the risk is real.
And DVT means a blood clot forms in our leg veins. Usually during long sitting, the danger is if it is traveled to our lungs.
On a 14-hour flight from Delhi to Los Angeles, I felt my calf cramping and swelling slightly by hour 10. We were immediately worried.
We had compression stockings on, which helped. But we also got up every 45 minutes to walk the ascent. I did calf raises in my seat every hour.
The moment we landed, we went to the clinic. The doctor confirmed it was muscular cramping, not a clot. But he said the stockings and movement genuinely prevented a potential DVT.
So compression stockings on every flight over 4 hours, move every 45 minutes, stay up hydrated, no alcohol in flight. These are non-negotiables.
Well, now for the 3 health situations nobody talk about on travel channels. We have either experienced these or witnessed them in our 32 country journey. Rather, repeat your countries then you make it to say 60 times we have been abroad. And uncommon issue number 1, medication timing confusion across time zones.
This is something every Indian senior traveler on daily medication needs to hear. When you cross time zones, do your medicines know what time it is?
The answer is some do and some don't. And getting it wrong can be dangerous.
For blood thinners, cardiac medicine and thyroid medicines, the exact timings gap between doses matters enormously. A 25-year-old can skip half a way. We cannot.
Before every international trip, we sit with our physician and create a new medicine schedule in destination time. We write it out on paper and set phone alarms.
Simple trick. While still in India, start shifting your medicine timing by 1 hour per day for 3 to 4 days before departure if the time zone difference in 5 hours or more.
Uncommon issue number 2. Heat stroke in desert and tropical countries. We were in Marrakesh, July 43 degrees Celsius. So she began feeling nausea, confused and stopped sweating.
That last symptom, stopping sweating when it's that hot, is actually the warning sign of heat stroke, not heat exhaustion.
I got her into shade, made her drink water, wet her neck and wrists with cold water from a bottle. Within 15 minutes, I called a local guide who got a doctor.
The doctor confirmed it was an early stage of heat stroke. Had we been outside another for 30 minutes, it could have been a medical emergency.
So the rule in hot climates, never go out of between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Always carry 1.5 liters of water per person. Light cotton clothes, full sleeves, and now the science. Confusion, stopping sweating, skin feels hot to touch. You will sick in a foreign city at 11 p.m. How do you find a doctor?
Our system in order. Step 1. Call your travel insurance helpline first. Not Google, not the hotel. the insurance company. They have vetted English-speaking doctors in almost every major city in the world.
Step 2. If insurance is taking time, ask your hotel. Even a modest hotel front desk often has a relationship with a local clinic or doctor for their guests.
Step 3. For non-emergency situations, use the ISOS Doctor On Call app or the TO International feature, or even just Google English speaking doctor near me. It works better than you had think.
Step 4. If you are in a city with an Indian embassy, call the embassy. They maintain a list of trusted local doctors for Indian nationals.
WhatsApp your doctor back in India. Share symptoms, photos, reports. Your doctor knows your history. A WhatsApp consultation is not ideal, but it bridges the gap in a real emergency.
And always, even if you feel slightly better, get checked. Do not assume it will pass. And an elderly person's body does not always send pain signals as loudly as a young person's.
One more thing. Carry a medical summary card in your wallet. Name, blood group, allergies, chronic conditions, current medicines, emergency contact in India in English and the local language if possible.
And let's talk about the thing people call boring, but is actually the most important thing you buy before any international trip.
Travel insurance for senior citizen. We have had it on every single trip for the last 15 years and it has paid for itself twice over.
Here is what we look for and what we recommend. Medical cover of at least US dollar $500,000, especially for USA and Europe, where a single night in ICU can cost US dollar $10,000 plus.
Emergency medical evacuation coverage. This is non-negotiable. Medical evacuation flights can cost over USD 100,000 without insurance.
Pre-existing condition coverage. Most standard plans exclude this. Look specifically for plans that cover pre-existing conditions during life-threatening situations.
Age eligibility for Indians aged 70 and above. Look at Tata AIG, Bajaj Allianz and Multi Money Forex. Some plans cover up to the age 99.
Cashless hospitalization avoids the ordeal of being out of pocket abroad and claiming later.
24/7 helpline. Test this before you travel. Call them once from India just to confirm it works.
Repatriation now remains a difficult topic, but a critical one for elderly travelers and their families. The cost for a 2-week international trip for senior 70 plus good comprehensive cover typically starts from around rupees 3,000 to rupees 8,000 per person. That is nothing compared to what one hospital visit abroad would cost.
One thing to be careful about. Read the exclusions. If you are traveling amidst medical advice or specifically for medical treatment abroad, most policies will not cover you. Be transparent, sure about your health history.
Alright, the Bullet Couple's 10-point free trip health checklist. Number 1, doctor visit at least 4 to 6 weeks before departure. Get clearance, updated prescriptions and destination specific advice.
Get destination vaccinations. Hepatitis A, thyroid, yellow fever, South America
Typhoid.
and annual flu shot.
Pack double the medicines plus doctor's letters listing all prescriptions in English.
Create your destination time medicine schedule with your physician.
Buy comprehensive travel insurance with medical evacuation plus pre-existing condition cover.
Pack BP monitor, pulse oximeter, compression stockings, ORS, aspirin and paracetamol, basic antibiotic strips.
Save emergency contacts on both phones, insurance helpline, Indian embassy number, your doctor's WhatsApp.
Carry a medical history card in your wallet. Blood group, conditions, medicines, allergies, emergency contact.
Prepare an emergency script in the local language on your phone for chest pain, breathing difficulty, BP, emergency.
And share your complete itinerary with the trusted person in India, including hotel addresses and local SIM number.
Follow these 10 steps and you will handle 95% of health situations abroad with confidence.
Age is not a barrier, just a number, and with preparation, it does not define our adventurous.
We have ridden through storms, crossed borders on a single lane mountain road, and eaten our way across 32 countries.
And we plan to do 30 more.
If this video helped you or your parents, please share it. It might be the best thing someone does for their family today.
Drop your travel health questions in the comment. We read every single one.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Yogi and Sushi are not showing down, neither should you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.